Well, I want to share with you about Benson's Bloodline. Uh, my grandfather, so I really want to uh, share a little bit about young Benson. And so I'm going to read an excerpt from Benson's Bloodline, Chapter 1. And I must tell you that it's easy for me to write about the characters in the book when I can interact with them and become them. So I do go into different voices, and it's not a phony thing, but it's how I relate to what's going on. Okay? Chapter 1, Young Benson. It was the year of 1826, and the Oaks Plantation, also known as the Big House, named for the oak grove surrounding it, was being prepared for the festive holiday gathering. The Big House and others enslaved, belonging to relatives of the owner, Richard Hallam, sat on 1,200 acres of land in upstate Pickens County, South Carolina. In the early dawn, on the porch of the manor, supposedly thinking at this hour no one's watching, the young house servant Benson momentarily laid his broom down to give his body a much-needed stretch and yawn. From the corner of his eye, he caught sight of a family of deer grazing and a lone rabbit hopping through the fading grass of the season as the winter sky grayed, forecasting an early snow. Benson was always amazed at the abundance of assorted wildlife living there. Moreover, their overall freedom. It wasn't hard to imagine being able to run, play, sleep, and wander at will where he wanted to go, except when he thought of the enemies the animals had and that they were hunted as prey, caught and killed, just as he would be if he had that kind of freedom. Mentally, he'd think, run, little ones, run, dear, run, rabbit, don't let them catch you. Shaking off his thoughts, knowing it would be worse if he was caught daydreaming, he picked up his broom and began sweeping again. He stopped once more to see if the deer were still there. An unexpected visitor creeped up behind him. Quickly jumping, he turned head down as he thought it may have been the mistress, or even worse, the master of the house. Instead, he saw it was one of the young house slaves. Boy, is you gonna take all morning to sweep this here porch? The voice came from Phoebe, a young girl about a year younger than Benson. You know who is looking for you, and if you don't hurry up, I's gonna tell her you messing around out here daydreaming. Too bad you ain't daydreaming about me, 'cause I already knows how pretty I is. 'Cause just about everybody tells me so. You think so too, Benson? I know you do. Benson, always liking to tease, looked back at Phoebe and smiled. I sees you smiling at me, Benson, she said. Go ahead. Just tell me how much you like me. Phoebe moved in, circling him in a slow walk. She stopped just in front of him, lips tooted up, and pushed out for a hope for a kiss, becoming uncomfortable. Benson grabbed her by the shoulders and gently pushed her away. Phoebe, ain't nothing wrong with your looks. I think in another 2 years, you're going to be even prettier. And you're going to have so many beaux after you, you're going to be fighting them all. Just know I is going to always protect you. But we is never going to be courting just 'cause we's real good friends. And I see myself as your protector. Ain't that enough, girl? You better not let me catch you daydreaming out here no more and not doing your work, since it ain't me you thinking about. Since you just my protector. I don't need no protector. I's big enough to protect myself. One day, somebody gonna take me away from here, and then you gonna wish you had me. Poor girl had an eye for handsome Benson. She'd been watching him for a while, always trying to be in the same room as he, dusting stuff here and there over and over again. She was attractive, but Benson looked at her more as a sister than anything. Phoebe, if you don't get out of here, you're going to get both us hides whooped. Now, girl, I's coming. I was just making sure everything looked pretty out here when Master Richard's family arrives. I's going for now. But boy, one of these days, you're going to be all mine. You just wait and see. I ain't never going to be yours, Phoebe. Now get. Insulted, Phoebe swiftly turned away and walked back inside the house. It's a wonderful read. And I did a lot of research on the dialogue and the dialect and, the history behind being a house slave and being a field slave and how you were treated and what freedom, if you could call it freedoms, that you had. I hope you enjoyed this little bit. I hope you will purchase the book, Benson's Bloodline, along with the sequel to it, Beyond the Lives of Freedom, are both on Ancestry.com, or you can order them from me at Geraldine Noble, 1 Oldfield Court, Columbia, South Carolina, 29223. My website is GeraldineNoble.com, and that one is all about Benson's Bloodline. I love writing. It's part of my spirit, and I'm very spiritual. I'm also a minister, so the word says, write the vision, make it plain. That's what I do. Love you all. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you.